if you get too hot, you're welcome to jump in the ocean, okay? And now I'd like you to take a deep, deep breath and bring in the, kind of think about the earth coming into your body. And then relax it out on your exhale. You can bend your knees or not. Inhaling and exhaling. And now I'd like you to kind of move your shoulders. Today I was feeling on the drive that my shoulders were unhappy. So, you know what I do is I listen to what my body would like, and hopefully it will be similar to what your body needs today. So let's just do some circles. Good, big circles. Oh, I know you can move your shoulders. Go up, 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 and down, yep. And the other direction. So you were moving one direction, and now you're gonna go the other direction. And now you're gonna sort of shake your hands. Pretend you got some Jell-O on your hands, okay? Have you ever imagined having Jell-O on your hands? As a child, we might have done oobleck. Did you ever make that green goo? Imagine there's oobleck or Jell-O, and it's so sticky, yeah. And so, do forgive me, I teach children more than I teach adults. So, you might feel like you're back in school, so it might be an interesting phenomenon for you. And I hope that you had a positive experience in some kind of schooling. And now let's shake it out in front of you. Remember, we're just kind of shaking off some Jell-O. Shake your hands so they're completely like a rag doll. Do you see how they're just kind of hanging? Yeah, and then shake. Whoosh. Yeah, and then out this way. And then towards the sky. And remember, I would like you to put a little bit of a bend in your knees. And while your hands are up there, I'd like you to show me some jazz hands. And now you're gonna make a fist and open, fist and open, fist and open. A slight bend in your knee. Remember to drop your shoulders so that they're relaxed. If you imagine or feel sometimes that you have stress in your arms, yeah, that's fine. Could my friend, Jim, do you mind loaning her that towel? Would that be stretching your boundary? Because there's lots of towels just at the shack. You're welcome to grab some more, but it does help a little bit. Yeah, thank you so much, Jim. Keep going because you're gonna feel something. I know it's hard. You'll be like, what? It hurts. But straighten your elbows. Straighten those elbows. Are you feeling it yet? Face your palms to each other now. Keep going. You're gonna be like, what? How can this simple thing hurt like it does? But it really does. Straighten your elbows a little bit more. Yep, and then outward. Let's face those palms away from each other. Perfect. Oh my goodness, isn't that weird how that hurts? It's crazy, isn't it? And then at our shoulder level. Remember to drop the shoulders one more time. Great job. That's crazy, isn't it? That it a little hurts a little bit. Okay, now I would like you to put one arm up, so the arm facing the sun, perfect. And the other hand is gonna go down. And bend your knees just slightly. And you are going to put this down hand, let it go behind you, while the other hand comes forward. Great, and imagine that you are like a helicopter, okay? Good, 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 bring them all the way around. Perfect, you're just doing exactly what imagine there's a mirror. Perfect, Jim, you got it. And what's your name, ma'am?
Emma. SJ.
Okay, and I didn't catch your name over there. What's your name? Mila, aloha. All right, you can go slowly. And when you get the hang of it, you can go a little faster. And this is sort of like a helicopter, yeah? Straight elbows. Really good job. Oh, nice way to correct, awesome. And now stop and go the opposite direction, perfect. Remember, straight elbows, go slowly at first. And then if you get the hang of it, you can go a little faster. Imagine that you are a helicopter. And why are we doing this? It really stretches out your arms. I hear some popping in my body. Does anybody else hear a little popping? Those are your joints going, what are you doing to me this morning? Oh, thanks for joining me here. It's a nice, beautiful spot. All right, and then shake it out again. All right, now I'd like you to wake up your wrists. So you're gonna do little circles with your wrists. Perfect. And the other direction. Nice. And now do your elbows. We are like little helicopter things with our body, right? And the other direction. Great. And then I'd like you to do that side ankle. Little circles. So try to get the biggest range of motion that you can. You're putting all your weight on your other foot. Yep, good job. And the other direction. Nice. And then do your knee. Knee's a little harder, but you can do it. And the other ankle. Let's try the other direction. And your knee. And now I'd like you to put your hands on your hips. And you are going to pretend like you are a sumo wrestler. And I know you're thinking, what is she doing? What is she thinking? But this is gonna feel good. It's gonna be different. Don't smile though. Really, it's not helpful. Just kidding. Just a teeny smile. You can do it. I know you can. Don't make me come over there. That's your smile. Cool. Okay. A tiny smile helps in the morning, anytime really. You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile. But literally what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift up one leg and you're gonna make a big open squat. Try that. Big open squat. Other side, go in and out in a big open squat. And this is kind of like a sumo wrestler, so you can even make some crazy sounds like a sumo wrestler would, okay? So go ahead and bend your knees. Make a little more space in there, Jim. I wanna see a little more space. Yep, yep. And hands are on your hips and you're gonna go hoo-ah! 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 In and out, yeah. And go ahead and bring that knee in and then take it out. You're almost there, Jim. Think about my knee. Yeah, there you go. You're gonna get a hip stretch this way. Perfect. Yes. You may not have ever had this much fun in yoga, I know. Laughter yoga is a thing too. Did you know that? Yeah, in India, they have like weekly meetings. It's crazy. Okay, big, I'm hearing those stretchy muscles, the stretchy, joints again, and it's good. Okay, now think about it. Just now you came in and up. Now, I'd like you to go up and then in. You're doing the opposite, up and then in. Yes, there you go. Up and then back to the spot. Yep. Up and then in and out. It's not so easy. Your brain wants to do one direction, right? Okay, and when you get a chance, good morning. Are you joining us? No. Oh, cool. Get wherever you'd like. You don't need a mask for this because our wind is blowing us, all our germs to the ocean. You are gonna need to take your shoes off. Okay, so just close your eyes for a second. Bend your knees slightly. Those fish are jumping, I can hear them. Bend your knees just a bit, tiny bit. Start to become aware of the inside of your body. So like I mentioned before, sometimes we're in our brains just thinking, right? Or we're doing something that's brain intense. So I'd like you to just kind of stand here, let your hands go, sort of relax. By now, they might be feeling a little tingly. Does anybody feel a little bit of tingly? Yeah, that's your healthy circulation. And you might even look at them, mine are a little pink, okay? Not you, because you just started. Okay, now I'd like you to bend your knees. One knee and then the other knee. Just bend, bend, bend. Jim, you're almost there, but you're going sideways. I like you to go, yep. Just bend, bend, bend. Nice. Okay, so I think everybody expects a little bit of the sun salutation. So we are going to go ahead and face that sun. You can kind of close your eyes or you can peek at me. Put a little bit of space between your legs. So your legs are going to go right below your hips. Perfect. Remember I showed you the namaste with the 2 fingers straight? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and namaste my friend who just joined us, but go ahead and go straight up again. And remember we had our hands next to our ears, so stretch your hands all the way to the sky. Bend your knees just a touch. Perfect. And then I'd like you to bend forward and put your hands towards the sun. Straighten your back as far as you can. Straighten your legs if you can. And you're almost pushing your bottom back to kind of balance you out. And then if you could look towards the hotel or the ocean or the mountain, perfect. Nice. Remember to relax those shoulders. And now go ahead and touch your knees or your shins or your ankles. Whichever you can do is perfect for your body right now. If you can touch the ground, that would be nice too. You don't have to though, just your knees are sufficient, okay? And now go ahead and walk your hands out on the ground. Yep, this should be a little easier. So then, if you're just starting, you don't have to walk too far out. In fact, if your heels are not touching the ground yet, walk your feet towards your hands until your heels can touch the ground. There you go. You can just stretch your body as much as you can because you don't want to hurt yourself today. If you are vacationing, you don't want to be in pain, a lot of pain, right, tomorrow, the next day. Okay, so Jim, I'm going to have you go ahead and touch the ground, but lean forward. Yep, that's perfect, that's fine. Everybody else who can stretch their legs straight, that's a good stretch, okay? Again, bend one knee and bend the other knee. You feel that good stretch? Oh yeah. You can even go side to side now if you'd like. Whatever your body would like to do or is comfortable. You just want to go a teeny bit past what is comfortable, okay? And now, gentlemen and ladies, go ahead and walk it all the way out to a plank. Let's stay in a plank if we can. If you can do some push-ups, go for it. Let's see how many you can do. Ladies, we can do some knee push-ups because I personally am not great at those flat plank push-ups. Oh, Papa, you are doing a great job. He is staying fit. Good job. This just gives the guys some, they know they can do something useful. Okay, and now I'd like you to push your bottom back towards the ocean and feel a good stretch in your shoulders. There you go. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, good. And just kind of relax there for a second. All right, and come back up. While we're here, go ahead and put your bodies up in the air. You're on your knees and your hands. And I'd like you to curl your back up towards the sky. Curl it way up towards the sky. And then I'd like you to bring your navel towards the ground and look up at the sky. Good job. Oh yeah, I should see a nice stretch in that back. Push your belly towards the ground. Stretch your head and your bottom towards the sky. And then go back the other way. Like a cat. You know how those cats go? Wow. Good. Are you feeling a good stretch yet? Great. And go back the opposite. Navel towards the ground. Bottom and head towards the sky. You can even look at the sky. Oh, one more time. That feels great. Oh yeah, we're just gonna do easy yoga today because a lot of us are beginners. And anywhere is great to start. All right, now I'd like you to curl your toes under. Wherever your feet are, yeah, curl your toes under, perfect. Come up a little bit more onto your hands and your feet again. And this time you're gonna walk 1 foot forward. It's okay if you need to gently move it, that's perfect. So this shin is gonna be perpendicular to the ground. So come back just a touch. Yeah, there you go. Yes, that's it. Perpendicular, so yeah, think about what that looks like. Perfect, there you go. And if you could move your body back from your foot, you see how my foot is perpendicular to the ground? There you go. Yeah, nice. Okay. And pretend that you are a runner in a race, but you've got your back leg straight, or just get a good stretch. Good. Go ahead now. If you can, slowly or quickly move that foot towards the front foot, the back foot towards the front foot, and put your feet together. And if you just want to touch your knees, that's good, or your shins, or your ankles, or the ground, whichever is comfy. And I know it's funny to have the sand, right? The sand makes it a little funny. But you're gonna feel a good stretch right now. And just let your head rest. Let it dangle like you're a doll. You know, your head is pretty heavy, so let it just hang. And breathe naturally. So if you haven't done this before, I'd like you to feel your navel right now. Think about your navel. Put your mind on your navel. And when you breathe, bring your navel towards your vertebra as you exhale. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, bring your navel towards your vertebra. So you want to kind of think about your belly. Great. Now I'd like you to walk up very slowly. You can put your hands on your knees, your thighs, and come very slowly up. Perfect. And back to namaste. Do you remember which foot you put out? This time we're going to do the opposite foot, okay? Try to remember which foot you did, okay? All right, we're going to go those 3 fingers down. A little space between your feet. And go all the way up again. Your ears are right inside your arms, the inner arm. Perfect. Feel the wind on your face. Lower your shoulders. Basically just relax those shoulders. Drop them a little bit. So you're going like this. I'd like you to imagine your shoulders and go like that. Yes, there you go. Okay. And now let's do the opposite legs forward. Opposite leg forward. You're gonna just even out your stretch. Yep. Good. And perpendicular again. Yes, nice. Do whatever your body can do, yeah. But we want to try to get this perpendicular. You're gonna get a good stretch in the back. Yep. Nice. And then let's go ahead and put your hands on the ground and put that foot behind you again. Let's all do a nice little plank. Get your back as straight as you can. Perfect, Jim. Nice job. You should be feeling it in your abdomen. And gentlemen, if you feel, or ladies, go ahead, do some push-ups if you feel like it. Or come ahead and do a stretch, whichever you prefer right now. All right, while we're here, go ahead and put your weight on your feet with your bottom. And put your hands next to your body. And you can put your head on the ground. Remember I mentioned this abdominal breathing where you're gonna breathe and bring your navel all the way towards your vertebra. Do a little bit of that right now. So as you breathe naturally, just pull your muscles of your stomach towards your vertebra as you exhale. Remember, a tiny smile on your face, please, and just kind of relax for a bit. All right, put your hands on the ground. And while we're here, I'd like us to go ahead and put one foot forward again, but instead of going on your foot, I'd like you to go on your knee, okay? So you're gonna put your knee on the ground, but the side of your leg. All right, so your foot's gonna come inside a little bit. Good. Just do what your body can do. Don't push it too hard, okay? But if you can do the pigeon, then go for it, okay? Ideally, your hands would go on the ground, and even your head would go on the ground, but if that's too much painful thing for you, just relax into it. Do whatever your body is telling you that you can do today. Perfect. Everybody's feeling that good stretch on their hip, correct? All right, and come back on your hands. And you're gonna go ahead and sit on that side. Although you might wanna face me, sorry about that. Face me, actually. Go ahead and just face me and put one foot in. You're teaching him how to dive. That's the moment that you remember. That kid's gonna remember that forever. Oh, good. Okay, go ahead and just sit down. Put one leg out. Great. Yep. Nice. Okay, and straighten your back so that your vertebra is up a little bit. And that incline is going to be a little tough for you. Are you okay on that incline? Okay. You're getting a better workout because you're like, whoo. Okay. Now I'd like you to go ahead and face the bent knee. Put your hands on your bent knee. You're going to feel a good stretch in your other leg. Tiny smile. And go ahead and as far as you can, bend towards that bent knee. Yeah, whatever your body is telling you can do is perfect. Okay, and then sit up if it's too much. That's cool too. All right, now I'd like you to think about where your bent knee is. Take the opposite hand. So the hand that's, oh, everybody's doing different stuff. The opposite of the bent knee. Touch that bent knee with, yeah. Yep. Oh, you guys are great. And now go ahead and turn towards that straight arm. And you're gonna feel a different stretch. And remember the abdominal breathing? We're gonna do 10 of those, okay? So deep breath, and then pull your navel towards your vertebra. Sit up as straight as you possibly can. Okay, come forward now. And now I'd like you to touch the straight leg knee. So face that straight leg knee. Yeah, good. Put both hands on that straight leg knee. Good job. And if you can, go ahead down as far as you can. Or if that's it, that's cool too. But hopefully you can stretch. Let's bounce just a little bit. We're gonna bounce towards that straight leg. Get a little bit of a stretch. Way to go. I find that gentlemen don't always have the ability to straighten that leg, but it's okay wherever you can. If you can, that's perfect. Whatever is good for you. Don't hurt yourself. You can even just sit up, but you're gonna bounce towards it. Just a little bounce. Yep. And of course, if you can touch it, that's awesome. And now, if you are already touching, go ahead and look up at the sky. Try to do what I'm doing, but just however it works for your body, okay? Little tiny pulse stretch. Don't smile, Jim, because it's just too blindingly. Too blindingly cool. Oh, you know, I'm just joking. Little morning jokester before I get my coffee. Oh my gosh, do you hear your vertebra or is it just mine? Oh my gosh, anybody else hear their vertebra? Mine's going crickety crack, crickety crack, crickety crack. Woo, that's good. Oh, perfect. Come back straight. And let's switch your legs. But you know what we forgot was our pigeon. So we're going to switch legs and then go into that pigeon. So basically you're going towards the bent knee. The foot is inside near your body, your abdomen, your groin. Okay? And yes, perfect. Oh, you have done this before. Yes. And just get a good stretch, however your body is going to let you today, okay? A few abdominal breathings in there. Feel that? And when you're ready, you can go ahead and sit down on that side and put your foot in. The sand is a different experience, isn't it? If you're not used to it, you're like, oh. I had a friend in high school, she would refuse to go to sand. I don't like the sand. The sand doesn't work for me. And she lived in San Diego. It was hilarious. Okay, try to get that foot in as far as you can. Sit comfortably on your bottom and bring your vertebra as straight up as you can. So move your body a little bit more. Yeah, okay. So try to get comfortable in that spot. There you go. And yet lift your vertebra so your head is sort of pulled up towards the sky. Okay. Tiny, tiny smile. And now put your hands on that bent knee. And you might want to put your foot, this foot closer to there so that it's more comfortable for you. There you go. Yeah. Now put your hands on that bent knee and go towards that bent knee with your nose or your head as far as you can. You're going to get a stretch no matter what you do. And if you've done this before, it's easier and easier the more you do it. Remember that abdominal breathing? As you breathe, pull your stomach, navel towards your vertebra. And let's go ahead and sit up and put that opposite hand on that knee and then stretch towards the straight arm. Yes. Oh, you guys are, you got it. 10 abdominal breathings. And then go ahead and face your straight leg and go down as far as you can. Even if it's a little bit, it's perfect. If you can touch your nose to your knee, that would be our goal. Oh, she's got it. She's so young and stretchy. And just do a little pulse, a little stretch, little stretches. Go toward, put both hands on your straight knee now, Jim. Both hands on that straight knee. There you go. Oh, good. As far as just like right here is good. Yep, and then bounce towards that straight leg. Perfect. Good morning. Good morning. All right, while we're here, let's go ahead and put the soles of your feet together. Straight back. It can even be way out here. That's fine. Yep, that's perfect. But if you can go closer, then you want to go as close as you can. Yeah, my Korean yoga teacher, she puts her nose on the ground now, and I'm like, how? Why? She's just a rubber band lady. She does things, and you're like, why? How? But yeah, she's funny. Anyway, so you're gonna hold your big toes, your feet, if you can. Bring your vertebra as straight as you possibly can towards the sky. And just do a little bit of bouncing. And if you remember, do that abdominal breathing because your stomach is gonna get a workout today. You didn't imagine that would happen, but you are. And let's go ahead and just, if that's like this, go ahead and just sort of rest it, okay? Let your hands just sort of dangle if it's, yep. Good. Okay. All right, and then I'd like you to take your elbows and push down on your knees. You're gonna feel another good stretch. So bend your elbows. If you can put your elbows on your knees, you can even just relax, like put your hands on your shins. Yep. Yeah. Good. Awesome. Okay, and then us who have a little bit of more padding have this easier. I like us all to have some success in something. All right, so this is easy for me, but if you are not padded back there, it's gonna be a little harder, so you might fall back, and that's okay. So just make sure there's nothing behind you, like your shoes, make sure they're fine. Okay, so grab your big toes. Everybody grab a big toe. And then you're gonna lean back a little bit. You're balancing on your bottom. And then you're gonna open up your legs. And it's a really good bouncy stretch, okay? Just do what you can. Yep. I'm straightening my back. Even just doing whatever you can is good, okay? You're using your stomach muscles again. Yep. You could also grab your ankles. Want to try that? Grab your ankles, okay? All right. And then come back with your soles facing each other. And then I'd like you to pull your soles open so that they're facing the sky. You're gonna get another good stretch. You go ahead and put them right here. Yep. And then you're kind of using your hand to stretch out your feet, the bottoms of your feet, like a piece of, like a toasty bread, okay? Like a roll. You're gonna put some butter on it. But I'm just opening up my ankles. You feel that stretch? You might not feel that stretch another time, except for when you do this, okay? That's another great stretch. You can put your hands on your knees. Whatever your body can do, and if it's too much, just kind of take a break, rest. Because you've already stretched more than you probably have ever, right? I love it. It's good. Great to listen to your body. Perfect. Let's do some more of that abdominal breathing. Hey, Jim, do you have the time? Thank you. Okay, we are going to now straighten those legs out. And I'm going to show you something. If you ever can't sleep, this is a thing that can help you get rid of the excess energy in your body, okay? So go ahead and lean back on your hands. And put your feet just enough, like so that your feet are right kind of in line with your hips. Perfect. And tap, or bring them a little closer, because you're gonna tap these two bones together. So your big toe and then this bone right here, these metatarsals. And you're just gonna tap, straighten your vertebra. Imagine your vertebra is pulling up towards the sky. Jim, let's bring your heels together a little closer. There you go. And just, yeah, and your feet a little closer. There you go. So that they can touch. Let me have you bring your feet a little closer, sir. So that you're, yeah, there you go. Yes. If you ever can't sleep, lay in your bed like this, straight out, and tap, tap, tap. If you do this 200 times, you'll be like, oh, I've gotten rid of some of the excess energy in your body, and you may be able to sleep. My mother loves to do this when she's watching TV. So some people have like a TV stand, like a table. She watches TV and she does this. It's kind of funny, but she does it, it helps her sleep, okay? Because we have energy in our body that we forget, and we're like all caught up in our brain or whatever, and then you're too energetic or excited or busy to sleep. So just imagine. Nice. And this is a funny one, this next one. But I think you guys can do it. I want you to put a little more space now. Straighten your legs if you can. And I want you to imagine there's a mirror. Okay? There's a mirror between your feet. And I'd like you to think about, if you're right-handed like me, I'm going to think about this big toe as like a marker or a pencil. And I'm going to write my name. So I'm going to go U. But my other foot's going to go opposite. So there's my U. All right? U. And write your name. I'm doing an M and an A. You see how there's like a mirror between my toes? So it's not easy for everybody. Let's try a 0. An O is easy. So put your toes together and then make a big O. So they're opposite. In fact, you can even do your wrists again. So I'm making an O with my wrists and my big toes. A big 0. It's tough if you always want to go like that, right? That's not what we're doing. We're going to go all around and out. Yeah, it's not easy. I know, it's so funny. You think it would be easy, but it's not. Let's go the opposite direction. It's funny. Okay. We don't have to do that so much. It's not so easy. Yes, I'm so sandy. All right, you know what? I'd like you to do, if you have a mat, go ahead and try and get your body on that mat. And touch both of your knees, or both of your toes, or both of your ankles, whatever you can do to stretch down. And pull towards your feet with your body, with your head, okay? You're gonna bounce very gently.
Why do we even like boats? All they do is break. God, someone else.
That's why you don't own boats.
God, I know I don't use someone else's. I still got things all the damn time. It's like the worst of both worlds. I don't even get to say I have a boat.
Everybody feeling a good stretch in the back of your legs? Oh, good. Okay, so now we're gonna do something else that's a little tougher, but you're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's actually very fun. You're gonna be like, what? Why? But it's so fun. It feels good, okay? And just do what you can do. I want you to watch first and then do what you can do, all right? I'm gonna grab my ankles a little bit and stretch towards them, okay? Remember we were doing that as a little butterfly thing? Because it gives me a little bit of momentum, okay? But you can do it with your legs straight if you are young and thin. That's an option too. But the rest of us, not so much. But so I'm gonna bend, go towards my feet, and I'm gonna grab my ankle, and I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll my back, okay? So make sure you have lots of space back there. I'm gonna say come towards your towel because you're gonna run into your shoes. You might move your shoes further out. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Yes, we are good. Is your stuff to the side a little bit? Your back behind you? Okay, good. Okay. So watch and then see what you can do. If you don't want to do it, it's okay. It's fine. But if you feel like you can try, go ahead and bend your knees up. I think you're going to want to bend your knees up like that. Okay?
You want to go on it right now?
And the goal is to get your feet on the ground behind you. Yeah? You're gonna be like, what? And actually, whatever you do, it gives your back a great massage. And Papa, I'm gonna have you bend this way just a touch. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Once you get your feet back there, try to stay there. Or you can roll. Keep rolling. Another option, if that feels too crunky, just go ahead and grab your knees. Hey, Jim, grab your knees and go side to side. And you can use your elbows and your upper arms to push from side to side. Hey, Jim, look over here real quick. Go like this all the way to the side. There you go. Push off with your shoulder. This is an alternate if that other was a little too much, but she's got it. That feels so good on your back, I swear. You're like, what? It just is the best. Once you get there and you're like, oh, you get the best stretch. Yep. But I got to do a little momentum first. You can also, once you're back there, grab your feet with your arms. I haven't done that in a while, but that's like a goal. Isn't that amazing? Your back will love you. Don't overdo it. But when you're finished with that, go ahead and come up with your knees bent. You're gonna bend your knees and just go side to side. Like a little baby rolling over. You can even grab your feet and roll back and forth. Like a little baby, yep. Because you're still getting a really great back rub from the earth. All right, and you know what, while we're here, go ahead and just lay flat with your hands to your sides. Find a comfortable spot, legs flat, straighten them out. There you go. Let's do 10 abdominal breathings here. And you might want to put your hands near your hips on the ground, whatever's comfortable for you. Some people like to put their hands on their stomach, just below their belly button, or on the ground next to your hips is fine. As you exhale, bring that navel all the way towards your vertebra to get a really good muscular workout, even though you're laying still like a dead man or person. Tiny smile on your face. Feel the breeze on your face, the breeze on your body. Listen to the sounds that you hear. And now as you inhale, I'd like you to think, I'm alive. I am alive. And as you exhale, put a tiny smile on your face. And actually in your brain, in your mind, think smile. So on your inhale, I'm alive. On your exhale, smile. And we're gonna do that for just a little while here. You can continue with the abdominal breathing or not, it's up to you. But do relax your body just as much as you can. If you think about the parts of your body, any part that might be tight or stressed out, just imagine it softening into the sand, into the earth, softening, relaxing. like you to put your feet on the ground, the bottoms of your feet on the ground. Tuck your lower back down onto the ground. And then I'd like you to bring your knees up into the sky, up off the ground. Your knees are up in the ground, up in the sky. Good job. You can hold them or not, but put your hands up now towards the sky. Remember, make sure your vertebra, your lower back, is on the ground. Yes. Oh, good job. All right, and put your palms towards the sky. And if you can look real quick, look how my heels are kind of bent, or kind of stretched, yeah? Lower vertebra's on the ground. And just do that same breathing in this posture for a little while longer. Bye. Remind me his name? AJ. AJ, can you put your hands like this? Yes. And put your, yes, there you go. Abdominal breathing, please. Put your, yeah, there you go. And this one might be a little harder, but go ahead and stretch your legs towards the sky. Straight legs now. As much as you can is fine, yeah, that's fine. And if you can, touch your toes and relax your back to the ground, or touch your knees. Your knees are good too. AJ, you know what? Just go ahead and do this. Yeah, yeah, there you go. You're still gonna get a good stretch, okay? But we're actually gonna do some more breathing like this, okay? Relax your shoulders down again. And you're going to go ahead and come to your left side and sit back up. And let's go ahead and stand back up. All right, it's the things we didn't get to yet. Go ahead and make a really big stance, as big as you can. How are we doing on time, Jim? Oh, cool. Okay. All right, let's get a good stretch, probably as wide as you can go. That's comfortable. Nice. And then I would like you to put one foot facing the sun. One foot is perpendicular to it. And bend that knee again. And my shin is perpendicular to the ground. Perfect. Nice. Okay. And I'd like you to face that direction. Go back to a namaste. This is why they call Waikoloa Waikoloa, because it's very blowy, very windy. Okay. Go straight up. And just feel that good stretch. And now make your hands go out. Perfect. Oh, you guys have done this before. Now I'd like you to take that bent knee hand, go towards the ground, and go down, 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 down as much as you can, and look up at the sky. Your other hand's gonna go way up in the sky. Jim, I'd like you to bring this hand all the way down, and this hand is gonna go up in the sky. There you go. Anything your body can do is perfect right now. This one is gonna be a little harder, but you can do it too. I'd like you now to take that hand that's in the sky, put it on that knee or ankle, and look the opposite direction. Hands in the sky. And then you can also just 2 hands on that foot if you'd rather. Great job. Did you do the opposite with that hand on? Yeah, there you go. Do you see how that's a totally different stretch? Perfect. Nice. Okay, and then come back up and switch sides. I need water, 1 second. You can jiggle it if you like for a little bit. So a big stance, your legs were open. Perfect, yes. Remember, this leg is going to be perpendicular to the ground. More space, AJ, with your legs. Open them up, just to give you some more space. Yeah. We're going to face that bent knee and do a little bit of namaste and up. And then straighten your hands up with your body facing forward. Perfect. And now that bent, can you bring that foot closer to your body a little bit? Our goal is to have this to be perpendicular. There you go. You got it. Nice. Great. All right. And that bent knee hand is going to go down. Bend that knee a little, yeah, and then the other one straight. Perfect. It's going to go straight down. And then look up at the sky and your other arm goes up. Perfect towards the sky. Oh, that wind is something else. You can also just take your body, bend your knees, whatever you feel like doing if this is not your cup of tea right this second. And when you're ready, you're going to switch hands. This hand goes to the ankle and the other hand goes up towards the sky. All right, you can also touch the ground from where you are with your big straddled legs. Open them as far as you can. Face forward, perfect. And then I'd like you to just walk it out. Walk it out, walk it out. You're gonna feel another good stretch on your legs, the back of your legs. Do a plank. Come on, Jim, touch the ground. Stretch way out. Everybody up, there you go. Stretch way out. You're gonna feel it in the backs of your legs. It's so good, I swear. AJ, if you wanna just do some push-ups, now's a good time too. Whatever you want. Whatever feels good for your body. Listen, perfect to your body. You might want to put your forearms on the ground now. And walk it towards your feet a little bit more. Walk it back towards your body. If you can, do a good stretch right here. Oh, good. Everybody's just doing what your body can do is perfect for you. Walk your feet in very slowly. Hands on your knees. Slowly bring your vertebra up.